I know I'm your type. I know I was wrong, about time right. I just want your love, don't wanna fight. You walk out my life, I'ma take a hike. She love me like damn, love you so much I can't pipe down. No longer looking for wife now. I'm about 6 seconds from tied down. She love me when no one else could help me, not even myself. I love you like oh my god. She seems to love all my scars. Telling all the girls I'm on your side. Telling all my boys I'm on your side. Know what she be doing, every time I try. She loves me when I'm drunk. She loves me when I'm jobless. She loves me when I'm lost. Even when I don't need love, yeah. She loves me like that. Like damn, damn, damn. Like damn, damn, damn. Damn, 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 damn. I know my shot. I know my shot. Whoa, whoa. I know my shot. I know.
Are we live? Can you guys hear us on the
Yes,
virtual? Give
sir.
us a thumbs up
Yes,
if you guys
sir.
can
We
hear
got you.
us. We're good, Drew. Thumbs up around the horn over there. All right. Good morning. Good morning. Good afternoon to the East Coast, guys. And February is officially kicked off, guys. We just ended an amazing January. We have a couple pieces of business that we're wrapping up, a couple loose ends we're going to wrap up here for January. And if we execute over today and over tomorrow, and we send off what we planned on sending this morning, we had an extra long managers meeting this morning, guys. So the managers got all the juice. We have a big month ahead of us, but we have an opportunity right now to close out our January and end up doing our goal, which was $200,000 for the month, guys. Congratulations. Let's go. Let's go. So I'm going to check the stats, ask home office, but I think we are going to be the fastest agency to put up $200,000 in a month, starting from scratch 10 months ago, guys. So way to go, way to go, way to go. And we know that the month didn't happen in a month. You guys realize that the results that we achieve in January were pretty much achieved from all the preparation that we put in 2020, all the behind the scenes, all the hard work that people were putting in. You see it come to fruition in January, and you see us do a $200,000 month, and that was our goal. When we moved out here in March of 2020, we wrote down our game plan for 2021, and our game plan for 2021 said that we need to do $200,000 in the month of January. And it's just absolutely amazing. It's surreal. I feel extremely blessed and I almost feel like this is almost not even really happening, because we wrote that down and we talked about it, and it actually came to fruition from all of everybody's here's belief in yourself, belief in this agency, belief in this company. And we're setting off to put ourselves in position. We set the bar high for 2021. That's our bar. And going into February, our goal is to do another $200,000 month and solidify it, and just solidify it. The best thing about that is we did that $200,000 month last month, and the first week was like between Christmas and New Year's. And we barely had, now we got some momentum going right now. Just as a side little note, today's lead day. So just if you guys were wondering, so now we have two philosophies on this thing. You guys know our bonuses. I want everybody here to get big bonuses. I want everybody here to biggest bonus you possibly can get. And the throughout the month, your bonus builds and it builds and it builds. So what happens is a lot of times at the end of the month, everyone gets really excited because they're at their highest bonus level. And everyone gets excited and they say, I want to go have a really big week just to capitalize on being at my highest bonus level. And Vince had a good point today. He said, well, why won't we flip that philosophy? Why would we wait to the last week of the month to push and have a big week and try and make up for it? Why wouldn't we at the beginning of the week want to get a jump start on the month and get out to the highest bonus level at the beginning of the month, so then you can capitalize on it for the next 3 weeks? So ideally, the highest bonus level is what? 20%, right? And you get that when you reach 12,000 for the month. So ideally, if you want to run Vince's philosophy, you should try to do essentially 12,000 your first week, if in a perfect world, and then the rest of the month you're at 20,000. So there's two philosophies for it. And we're going to go this month, we're going to go and try Vince's philosophy, guys. We're going to go, okay, and we're going to start the month out of February, and we're going to start it out with a bang. We're going to give everybody as many leads as we possibly get into your hands, and we're going to go super hard this first week while we could ride that momentum that we have from January. Why would we slow this thing down, right? We're going to turn it up. So we're going to slide this thing, make sure, last time I said we're going to turn it up. the janitor was outside of our door, and he thought I was talking about turning up the music, and he came in and he's like, you guys can't turn up the music. So, but we're going to turn it up here, and we're going to continue to get this thing moving. So going into February, guys, we want to just start this off with a bang. We're going to start it off with a bang. You know, whatever your goal is for the month, try and knock it out the first week. Let's go. Let's think big. Okay. Big dreamers. Now I'm going to pull up some notes here. It's like I just got us caught up to speed, kind of where we're at. But like I said, we're in a whole new month of January. So give us some scheduling things for the schedule. Next Monday, we're going to announce the winners and hand out all the awards and the money and the prizes and the ticket pools and everything will be on Monday, okay? Today, everybody uploaded their business, but you know, sometimes what you upload doesn't always get sent off. So we have some very close matchups, and we're gonna have to wait until the business gets sent off to find out who won those matchups. Plus, some people are close to getting some extra tickets. So we wanna make sure we have all the tickets accounted for. So Monday, February 1st, we're gonna be handing out $10,000 next Monday. It's the Showcase Showdown. Okay, get everybody on this meeting. Okay. You know, if your mom likes to watch The Price is Right, you know, at the end of The Price is Right, they always do a Showcase Showdown, right? And they give cars and RVs away and vacations and all kind of stuff, right? Well, on Monday, okay, next Monday, at 11 o'clock, we're going to be giving away $10,000. So if you want your mom to switch it up a little bit, if you don't want her to watch, well, it's not Bob Barker anymore, but he used to host the show. If you want to switch it up, get your mom the link to the agency meeting. Get your aunt, get your grandma the link to the agency meeting for Monday, and have them hop on and have some fun with us. We'll hand out some cash, and maybe it might be you. They might be able to see their grandson or their son or their nephew or granddaughter win some extra cash while we're at it. So super excited about Monday. Also on Monday, we're going to try and jam pack this meeting, guys. We're also going to announce the top performers for January. And there's been some crazy performances this past month. So we're going to recognize all of our top performers as well. So Monday the 1st, we got a lot going on. And on Monday the 1st, we have a special Be My Valentine contest that's going to start as well. So that's going to be on Monday that everything gets kicked off. So we have that all coming up. Now, a couple announcements. Well, I announced all that. So here's what we got going on. We have a contest with the home office. They are 4 weeks hireable. They have 4 weeks for us to get hires. Okay. Well, 3 weeks are down. So there's only 1 week left for hires. 1 week left for hires. We are asking everybody in the agency for your help to win this competition. Remember, whoever the top personal recruiter is over these 2 weeks, so it was last week and this week, so we have this week still going on. Whoever's the top personal recruiter is going to get their name on a customized NFL jersey, whatever team of your choice as well, okay? Now, on top of that, we are kicking off a contest for the month of February. You guys want to get into it now? You want to know what the contest is? Yeah. Okay, all right. This is going to be a 5-week contest. We have it's going to be 5 Fridays. 5 Fridays. So what's this Friday? 29th? No, there's no February 29th. What am I talking about?
Yeah, 29th of January.
Oh, January. Yeah, we're in January. It is the 29th. All right. So the first Friday is going to be January 29th. Then the next Friday is going to be the next 4 Fridays in February, whatever those are. Is it the 4th? Yes. So the 4th, the 11th. Oh, I'm sorry. It's the 5th. 5th, 12th, 19th, and 26th. Sorry. You know what? Yeah, I didn't have it typed up here. But here's the contest, guys. Boom. Here is the contest. For the next 5 Fridays, we're doing a just one contest. And over the next 5 weeks, you have 5 weeks to get this done, okay? So you don't have to be this Friday, but if you can get it done this Friday, that's really going to help us win this tire contest with home office, okay? But regardless, it's called a just one contest because the way that you qualify for this, there's no winner. Everybody wins. This is a contest where everybody wins. So you don't have to worry about competing against the person next to you or not. The way you win, the way you qualify is guess what? Just what? Just one. Just one. That's how you do it. Just one. All you have to do is get just one person, thank you, Case, hired into the company over the next 5 weeks. But we would really like that to come when? This week, because we're in this competition with home office, okay? But regardless now, as long as you get your just one, if everybody here brings in just one, guess what would happen to this call? We would double this call, right? So that is the goal through the month of February. And what's going to be great for everyone here is not only you're going to be able to qualify for this contest, which here's what you get for the contest. We are renting out a movie theater, and we're going to do dinner and a movie. So everybody here, we're going to do that the first, second week of March. Looks like we identified March 6th right now as the date right now. So March 6th is a tentative date. We're going to rent out the movie theater, and we're going to do dinner and a movie for everybody here who qualifies. So it just takes just one. And I mean, you could be out and about in the streets. You could be at the gym. You could be at the bar. You could go on Facebook. You could go on Instagram. You could direct message people. You could call through your phone book. Just call through your cell phone. Ask your grandma. Ask somebody who knows somebody who might be looking for a job. My philosophy is this: everybody needs life insurance. Amen. You guys believe in that, right? Everybody needs life insurance. But if they don't need it for some reason, I guarantee they know somebody that does. Right? And here's everybody's looking for an opportunity. Everybody wants an opportunity. I mean, that's why a lot of people move to America, is because this is the land of what? The land of opportunity. Everybody wants opportunity, right? But let's say they don't need it for some reason. You know what? I guarantee they know somebody who does. So either A, they need life insurance, or B, they know somebody who needs it. A, they need an opportunity. B, they know somebody who needs it, right? All we got to do is what? Open our mouth and ask. We just got to be out there talking and spreading the word. They say the open mouth gets fed, right? The squeaky wheel gets the oil. You got to make some noise a little bit, right? So let's go out there, make some noise on this Just One contest. I wish everybody the best of luck. Can't wait to just have a big agency date night, basically. It is February. It is Valentine's Day month, right? So we'll have a big agency date night on March 6th. So I look forward to seeing everybody there. And how do you get there? Just what? Just one. Just one. All right. Awesome. With that being said, we are going to go over what's on the line this month. So what's on the line this month? So we know that this week we have the hireable. We know that, right? So we're going over, that's already done. We know the Just One contest is going on, right? Okay, great. Also though, keeping in mind at the end of March or at the end of February, we're going to start March. And in March, we're going to have our March Madness, right? So March Madness is a great time of year. It's when the competitors can really step up and show us, who's the most competitive. And what we're going to do is seed everyone, just like March Madness does. They seed everybody, top ranks 1 all the way down. Well, I'm not seeding anybody. You know who's seeding you? You. Everybody gets to seed themselves this month, right? However you do for the month of March will determine your seeding, however you do for the month of February will determine your seeding for the month of March. You might say, well, I had a great January. That's great, but it's what have you done for me lately, right? And it's going to be a February deal. So guys, what's on the line in February is your seeds for March Madness, seeding, and also leads. We are going to have a huge month in the month of March, and we are going to be placing extra leads into the people's hands that can get the job done. Well, how do you think we're going to determine who can get the job done? We're just going to look at the report. I don't play favorites. I just look at the report, and whatever's on there, that's where we're going to go with, right? That would make sense. You know, we're as a team, we got to get some extra points. If you got to score some extra points, you got to give the ball to who? Your leading scorers, right? You want your leading scorers touching the ball a little bit more, right? So that's what's on the line. We got a lot on the line here in February. So I'm looking forward to us going into March with tons of momentum. And guys, we're right on pace. Nobody thought we're going to do. Nobody still thinks we're going to do what we have up here to do. And the way we're going to do this is, it's going to be a lot of work, a lot of effort, a lot of discipline. There's a lot that goes into this. I can't even say it would take me 25 minutes to break down every little facet that's really going to go into us getting this done. But the number one thing it's going to have to be is belief. We have to believe in this more than everybody else. Just like a team, you have to believe in yourself that's going to win the Super Bowl more than anybody else. It has to start with us. I don't really care what anybody else thinks. As long as we believe in it, we're going to get it done. And this first month was a great testament to what we're about to do this year. So that's what's on the line. I'm going to go over a couple. Let's see. I'll go over a couple verification calls, and then I got a cool announcement from last week. A real cool announcement from last week. So where did those verification calls go? I had a bunch. Here they are. Had a bunch of them printed out. So home office will call our clients after we enroll them into their benefits and just follow up to make sure everything on the application is correct and to make sure we did a good job. So a couple people got some shout outs here, and before you can play a little background music, we'll give them 2 claps or something. Give them a little clap for doing a great job here. But we had Omar. Omar met with Ricardo, and Ricardo said that Omar is doing an absolutely great job. So great job, Omar. Christina met with Michaela, and she said that she's a good rep, she's bubbly, and had a nice conversation with her daughter. Okay, Christina. We got Edgar. Olivia said that you were great. All right. Javon Braxton. We have Dawn and Anthony and Horatio. All 3 of them said he's doing a great job. We got the Maroon twins here. Did you guys plan this out?
You two are so cute.
We got Javon and we got Mason, both wearing black pants and maroon shirts today. All right. And gold chains. Marvin, you should just be up in the front row with these guys. You can match. Get a picture with about a Thrive sign later. That's a good joke. We got 3 people wearing maroon. Instead of maroon 5, we have maroon 3 in the office today. We got boy band over here. So great job, Javon. You were patient and clear as well. Let's see, Marissa, she met with Jamal and said that she is doing awesome, very knowledgeable and compassionate. Let's see here. Stephen Ellis met with Antoine. He's doing a great job, and he's a great representative. Okay, we got Marquise. We got a couple on here, Marquise. Holy cow. Uh-oh. And they're all good. All right. Daisha said you're very helpful and thorough. Leonard said you're nice, polite, and courteous. You answered all the questions. Giovanni said you're pretty good. And Mignon said Mignon. Is his name Mignon? He did an excellent at explaining everything, answered all our questions, and he has a very nice personality. All right. Reich. Miguelito Roman said that you're very detailed and organized. All right. Louisa said that Faith is doing great. She's very patient, answered all her questions, and took time with the coverage. Great job. Casey Kunash. The agent did a really good job.
Really good job.
Brian Mondragon, wonderful job by Miles. We had Marvin. Zachariah said he did pretty good job explaining everything. Let's see here. A bunch for Ashley Miza. Freddie Smith says she's doing a great job. She is doing a great job. All right. Ashley. Austin Oaks. She was in depth with everything. She told us she was very nice and helpful. Okay, great job, Austin. Amanda Smith. Amanda Smith met with Charles and Deanna Walker. They said that she is outstanding. She did a great job. She was very patient and helpful. And that's it. Great job, Amanda. And Thomas Whalen met with Arissa, said that he's a good sales rep. He did a good job. He's very polite and courteous. Good job, Tommy Whalen. And Nick, can't forget Nick, last but not least, Kerry Evans said he did a good job. He's very polite and courteous as well. Great job, Nick. Great job to everybody. I love seeing these. I love seeing happy customers, happy clients. I'm sure you guys do too. That's why we work so hard. So keep it up. There's a lot more where these came from. And while we're doing this, home office calls and does these. But remember, we got to personally take it upon ourselves to make sure we're building our Google reputation, Google reviews. So we'll keep an eye out for the next couple Google reviews. And I want to have a vote on like the best Google review for the week, and then the winner can win one of the surprise eggs. So get us a bunch of Google reviews so we can do that for next week. All right, guys. We'll do next week some surprise eggs just to juice up the meeting. With that being said, guys, that's pretty much everything we wanted to go over. Now we can touch on our winners of our contest. Tentatively, here it is right here. As you guys know, we ran the first round knockout. We wanted to have fun. We wanted to give away an extra $10,000 for the month, pretty much for no reason, just to have a little bit extra fun with it. So if you guys could remember, the top performers, first place, second place, and third place are going to win their trophies. Obviously, everybody knows the first place trophy is bigger than 3 people's heads. You could probably just put it on your head. But this is the first place trophy for the month, but also first place, you don't just get a big goofy boxing glove. You get $1,500 as well. So $1,500 to first place. Second place is not going to be as happy because they're going to get a silver one. Okay. And when my son won 4th place at the wrestling match, he wanted to throw it in the garbage and I didn't let him. But he's like, this is garbage. I wasn't number 1. He wanted to throw it away. If it's not number 1, he doesn't want it, which is a great thing to have. It's like good, but you got to still be appreciative that you still want something, man. So this is second place. And if this doesn't make you happy, you also get $1,000. Okay. Third place for the month. If this doesn't make you happy, you get $500. Okay. All right. So awesome. So we're going to hand that on Monday. That's going to be great. Can't wait for that. But we're also doing a ticket pool. Now, Faith, what did you do this week? I'm sorry for asking you. I should have asked your manager before. I wanted to get this beforehand. Like 1,000? What was it?
Without trial, probably like 1,000.
All right. So she had a trial in there. Okay. So I put your number in here just to make sure I know what you had. You're at 4. All right, perfect. So I'm going to announce where we're at tentatively, but as we know, stuff got to get sent off. This is everybody that got a ticket in the pool. We're going to give one pool for $1,500 on Monday, one pool for $1,000, one pool for $500, another pool for $500, and then one more pool for $500, right? 5 ticket pools. How many tickets does it take to win? Just takes one. All right, here's who got one. Nick got one. Amanda got one. Omar got one. Marissa got one. Ellis got one. Brian got one. Rich got one. Bobby got one. Blake got two. Blake got two. Drew got two. Faith has, well, I'm just going to say the ALP now, and you can figure out how many tickets that they would get. So Faith will be at 6,800, so she'd give her 3 tickets. Dalton's right around 6,000, so that gives him 3. Natalie's at 6, gives her 3. Dan Ryan's at 7, gives him 3. Hunsberger's at 7, gives him 3. Jay Vaughn's at 7,500 right now, gives him 3. Shelly, what does Shelly do this week? Okay, so Shelly's at 6,400. She got 3. Marquise, we got you at 7,100. And then we have Tommy Whalen at 11.1.
Let's go.
He gets extra tickets for that now. We have Reich at 11.1. We have Marvin, 13,700. So Marvin would be in 5th place. The top 4 positions are being held down by the women of the agency. Has anybody ever seen Wayne's World?
Yes.
Yes? Okay, thank you. Somebody in here saw it. Okay. The other day, Bohemian Rhapsody was playing in the office, and I asked these young guys, I said, hey, what movie is this from? And everybody's like, how do you not know what movie Bohemian Rhapsody is from? It's from Wayne's World. Of course, you know? It's when they're in the car and they're headbanging. Come on, you young guys. Okay, but they also go like this. They go, we're not worthy. We're not worthy. So to the top 4 women of the agency, we're not worthy. We are not worthy. The number 4 for the month is at 15,400. Second month ever. Christina Andy. And this was a close one for the month, but also close for the weeks as well, because Austin came in 3rd place right now, 16,300.
Let's go.
Wow, let's go. So less than 900 ALP for the month. That's why we got to wait to see what gets sent off. We have with 19,000 for the month in 2nd place, Melissa. Yeah, and she also put 700 under Natalie for the month. So really, that's like 25,000 for the month. I know what's going on. But this past week, she just took it to a whole nother level. She was at 23,000 going into the last week, and she did $10,000 this past week, over $10,000. Puts her over $33,000 for the month, guys. Miss Ashley Miser! Wow. Very, very, very impressive across the board from everybody. Melissa, Austin, Christina, Ashley, way to lead from the front and set the bar high for the agency. And Ashley especially, that's the first month of the year, guys. So I think she set the bar high. You know, who wants to challenge be top producer? And one of those weeks was during Christmas and New Year's, like I said. So I can't wait to see what happens. We have 4 weeks in February, but guess what we're doing for everybody in March? We're running 5 full weeks.
Let's go.
5 full weeks in March. 5 full weeks in March. You know what that means? That's 1 extra week to get bonus money on, right? That's hey, if you guys want to try and have a chance of beating Ashley's record for the year so far, you got 5 weeks in March. So I'm expecting this to get shattered and smashed when it comes to March, okay? But nonetheless, great job. We're going to announce, we're going to put all these tickets in a thing, and on Monday, we're going to pull the cast. It's going to be great. I can't wait. I'm super excited. All right. Now, we also had some head-to-head matchups for just the last 2 weeks, These are still tentative as well. Can't hand them out yet, but the winner of the matchup, whoever wins, is going to get the trophy prize. You get a little chain, and you also get the mini golden gloves, So here we go. We had Ellis versus Marquise, and the tentative winner right now is Marquise. Yep. Great job, Marquise. 5,200 during those 2 weeks to win this thing, man. Great job. We had Matt Jans versus Dalton Pritt. Right now, winner, Matt Jans. Good job, man. Matt Jans. That's 4,000 for the last 2 weeks. 1,700. We have Faith. What happened? We got Faith at 4,000. Tommy at 7,800. Good job, Tommy. Hey, everybody's a winner. That's not a bad either way, you know. But Tommy's the real winner because he did more. So 7,800. We had Matt Hunsberger, 3,600. 3,600, right? Because if you do 27 in 1 week and 900 in another week, that's what? 36. That's 36. Jay Vaughn did 1,800, and then guess what he did? 1,800. Well, you add that math up there, Josh. 1,800 plus 1,800 is what? 3,600. Hunsberger got what? 3,600. That 36 plus 36 is a tie right now. So that's why I said we got to see what loads.
Let's go, Jay. Let's go, Hans. Come on.
Austin. First, Christina. Josh thinks that Javon won. Christina, 8,400 over these last 2 weeks. Big 2 weeks. Austin, 12,600 over the last 2 weeks. Tentative winner, Austin. Good job. And Ashley did 20,000 over the last 2 weeks. She was going against Reich. So needless to say, great try, Reich. Great try, Reich. Winner, Ashley Miza. Okay, all right. Congratulations to all the winners. However, we don't know all the winners yet. We got to see what happens on Monday. They're really close, Then we had Vince versus Gio in the team matchups for just the last 2 weeks. This past week, it was 23-17, Gio. So it was close. But the first week, Gio won by like 20,000 or so. So we have a total now. Gio over the last 2 weeks, 55,000. Vince over the last 2 weeks, 30,000. Winner, Gio. Hey, now, first round knockout. I love it. Whoever's playing the first round, whoever's playing Mama Said Knock You Out. I appreciate that. So guys, we compete. Why? We compete to complete. Iron sharpens iron, guys. At the end of the day, you know, you're versus Hans, you're versus this guy and that guy, but we're only competing so everybody really wins. And just to bring us back to we all won last month. We crushed it. And we didn't get the final results with the company for the last week, but for week number 3 for January, we ended up getting recognized by the company as being #1 in our category for the week. We did 792% of our quota. Let's go. Let's go. So I don't keep score that much, but I got a list of every agency in the company, and I had my assistant rank them from top to bottom, right? And they ranked us last year when we came in at the bottom. At the bottom, we were ranked last. In 10 months, we went from number 86 to number 28 in the company. So great job, great job, great job. And Casey slid this on slid this in here for me during the meeting, guys. And I just want to give a friendly reminder that not only for the Just One contest are you going to be able to come to date night with us when we run out the movie theater, but also the company is going to give you like $750. So if you don't really care about dinner and a movie, there's some cash on hand too. Now, if you're Matt Brown, you were here for longer than 90 days, they're still going to give this guy $250. Hey, that ain't nothing to shrug your shoulders about, right? Last time I checked, that's the minimum at the Godfrey. If you go to the Godfrey and you want to go up top of the Godfrey, they can put you in one of those domes, those bubble domes, and the minimum's $250 to get one. So there you go. Get a personal, get your $250 and take them up to the dome and pop some bottles and have some fun, man. So anyways, keep in mind, when you hit certain numbers, you get an award. So a couple people in our agency have already achieved these. 5 personal recruits this year will get you a bronze. The 10 personal recruits will get you a silver. The 15 personal recruits for the year get you in the gold. And then when you hit 25, you're in the platinum club. You get a 3-night, 2-day, all-inclusive resort trip for 2. So you get 25 personal recruits this year, which is only 2 a month, and you got a trip for 2. And all the business that they write counts towards your convention, so you can qualify for another trip on top of that trip. Plus, if you bring 25 personal recruits in, well, what's 25 times 250? I don't know. What's that? $7,500 extra dollars as well on top of all that. So there's a lot to be said and a lot riding on it for yourself. So good job. Thank you, Casey, for bringing that over to us. All right. So I read a book by John Maxwell. And if you haven't read John Maxwell, I would just, anything by him. Like, which book should I read? Anything that says like John Maxwell on the cover, you're good. You're good. You can't go wrong. So that's a great place to start. But this book right here says, put your dreams to the test. And man, he said that, try and phrase this properly. He said that your dreams, you have to consider, if you achieve your dreams, everything that comes along with it. And you have to know all the positive things that if you hit your dream, what does that mean for you? And you have to know everything that involves in getting that accomplished. The people that achieve their dreams, they write them down, they think about them a lot. And there's certain things that he says that they do, and people who don't achieve their dreams, he says there's certain things that they don't do, right? If you don't achieve your dreams, you also have to know what are the things that you're going to have to accept if you don't achieve them. So what do you get if you hit them? But what happens if you don't achieve your dreams? Sometimes the fear of not achieving my dreams drives me more than the gift of getting the dream, you know? Like if I achieve my dream, maybe I make $1 million or something like that. Oh, that's great. But if I don't achieve my dream, how's that going to affect my kids and my grandkids and my family? I'm more afraid of not achieving my dreams because how it's going to affect the people that I'm on this earth for a limited period of time to make an impact and affect their lives, I'm more afraid of that than me having an extra $1 million to go on an extra trip to Italy or something. Like, that's cool. But providing, a lifestyle for my family that's going to last forever is way more important than me than having some temporary, red bottom shoes on, right? So know what's on the line when there's a lot riding on this. There really is. Like, if you can achieve your dreams, that's a big deal. Unless your dreams are small, but none of us here are small thinkers. We're all big dreamers. And before you find a big doer, guess what you find first? A big dreamer. Big doers are big dreamers. It's not the other way around. He was a big doer and then he became a big dreamer. No, he was a big dreamer. That's why he's a big doer. So there's a lot riding on this, that if you're able to achieve your goals, your dreams, what does that mean for you? Right? And if you don't, what does that mean for you? So he talked about there's 10 things in here, and I guess I'll hit on, I don't want to go through all 10 for time's sake, guys. But in this thing, he has 10 things that he says will put your dream to the test. Okay? And that's going to be the challenge here is before you put your dream to the test out there in real life, like, here's what I say is this. Let's say I wanted to have a big business, right? I want to have a really big business. That's my dream. But I don't really feel like taking the time to write down, all right, here's what I want to do. Day 1, I'm going to have to do this. Day 2, day 3, I'm going to have to draw it all out. If I'm so lazy that I can't even write down my dreams, how do you think I'm going to have a good enough work ethic to do the work in real life? Like, if you're that lazy that you can't even write your dreams down to begin with, where do you think you're going to get the work ethic to do all the work to get it done? That's the easiest part, is writing it down. That's the easiest part, So I was listening to a gentleman by Brian Tracy. Okay, Brian Tracy's old school sales, great. If you get any Brian Tracy, you're in good hands. But he talks about time management, and he said that when you think about things, you have to write them down on paper. And he says, put your thoughts down on paper. You need to think on paper, is what he said. Think on paper. And that's why, if you ever notice, if you come to my office, I have books, a bunch of books in my office behind me. One of them was this one, But at the end of my bookshelf, I have a bunch of just sheets of paper. Reich's laughing, right? What are those sheets of paper?
It's for you. You can write on it.
That's my scratch paper. That's my scratch paper. I have a stack of old paper. I don't throw paper away. For instance, I was like, I don't need this anymore, right? So if I don't need this anymore, you know what I do? Flip it over, turn it into money, right? Because I take all my thoughts, I put them on white sheets of paper. Sometimes I just, after I'm done, I'll write up, throw it away. Sometimes I keep them. Sometimes I'll give them to the person I'm working with, right? But I've noticed that I spend a lot of time doing stuff like that. And I keep scratch paper specifically in my office to do what? To put my thoughts on paper. Right? So some thoughts just go on paper and then they go in the garbage. Some thoughts go on paper and then they go into the notebook. Right? This notebook ain't going nowhere. It's hardback, leather bound, right? It's not one of those paper flimsy ones with the spirals and the cover falls off eventually, or one of those yellow legal pads that the first page rips off and the second page rips off. You know what I'm saying? This is going to last me forever. So I put my good stuff in here, the good stuff in here, right? So when we're doing our dreams, part of the dreaming is writing them down, writing that stuff down. And what do they say? The realist waits for the dreams to happen in real life. The dreamer, the dreams already happened once. Like, so you have realists, people that are like realistic thinkers, you know, they're like, well, I'll believe it when I see it, right? And the dreamer, well, the dreamer's already seen it. And that's the difference. And they didn't just dream it, but then, you know, the second part is, that's a huge thing. It's just nobody even wants to sit there and think and dream. The second part is writing it down. That right there, literally, you're halfway, you beat half the people in your competition. Whoever you're trying to compete against or go against, if you plan and dream, and you're going to win you're going to beat half the people. Now, when you write down your goals, right? A lot of people will say, this year I will blank, right? Whatever it is. Well, hopefully you don't write, I will blank. We don't want to blank for the week, okay? But I will work out. I will be a millionaire. I will be a great father. I will have a dog. I will build a house one day. I will drive a Maserati. I will. And we got to change the way we think about this. One of the biggest things that like successful people that attract the universe, and they just like attract success. You ever hear the book, The Secret? Man, you guys should just read The Secret if you haven't read The Secret. I never knew nothing about The Secret. I was a financial advisor, guys, and I met with this lady named Evelyn Speck. She was 65 years old. She graduated from Neville chemical plant down there, Josh, where my godfather, you know, Chuchi and Uncle Frank. Uncle Frank used to work at Neville Chemical. Well, this lady, Evelyn Speck, worked at Neville Chemical. She retired from Neville Chemical, okay? She had like a couple $100,000. She rolled over to me, and I was her financial advisor. And she loved me. She loved me. And I remember one day she bought me a book. And she said, Tommy, this book reminds me so much of you. And she gave me the book, The Secret. The Secret, right? Because I truly believe, I believe it with all my, I just believe it. Like whatever you're putting out there, it's going to come back around, you know? Karma's out there. I believe it's going to come back around. Whatever you put out good energy is going to come back, you know? And she said, this book just reminds me of you. So one thing that they say, though, people like that believe in that positive energy, that believe in the universe, they believe in higher powers and stuff. They also believe in the power of word, right? So instead of saying I will, guys, I want us to change our verbiage to I am. Before you ever are, you want to say I am, and start living in the, not I will, but start living in the currently like you are. I am in shape. I am. And start whatever you want it to be. I am a millionaire. I am 10 pounds lighter. I am benching 250 pounds. Like whatever your goal is, you know what I'm saying? I am debt free. So that's something. And then they'll give you, and then you have a clearer vision. Remember, without vision, people will perish. Well, that's good to have a leader that has a vision, but what about your own personal vision? Because without your vision, you will perish. And your vision has to be clear. So we got to work on this. It's not going to happen on its own. Let me give you an idea about this. Imagine that we all start driving down the road today, right? And you know it's supposed to snow tonight, right? You guys know it's supposed to snow here? Is that good or bad for us? That's absolutely phenomenal, right? It's going to be the perfect storm. You ever see the movie The Perfect Storm? That's what this week's going to be for us. It's going to be the perfect storm. Everything happens for a reason. We're trying to have a big week, and hey, guess what they're going to bless us with? Keep everybody at home, right? You know? So you're driving, and all of a sudden it gets darker. When it gets darker, you might slow down a little bit. Then it starts snowing, right? You might skip that. Then it gets foggy. So how fast are you driving? And then the road ends up being this road that's real windy, right? And it's a hill. How fast are you going to drive around there? Not very fast, right? Now imagine you get in your car and it's clear as day, clear day, sunny out, right? No rain, no snow. How are you going to drive on that road? Quicker, right? Now let's say it's a straight road, no hills either. You're going to go flying down that thing, right? Because you have a clearer of what? Vision. You have a clear vision. You can see where you're going, right? So that's us in life. That's us in business. That's why you might see some people flying down the road of life. And that's why you might see some people putt-putting around the corners. Because them people, they don't even know they don't have a vision. They don't have a vision. It's not clear to them. And they're not moving with alacrity, as my football coach would used to say. You guys know what alacrity means? Like me, but based upon the way he used it in a sentence to me, I think it means to hurry up. But he said, you need to move with alacrity. These people that move fast, they speed, they have a clear vision. They just have a clear vision. You could just imagine that, right? So how important would it be for us should we just hop in our car and start driving? Or should we take a couple minutes, couple seconds, couple hours, and navigate the path to where we're trying to go? And I would meet with someone that kind of already been down that path before, and they can even give me a little bit more advice before I hop on. So like, I'm going to map it out. All right, I'm trying to take my family to Arizona, right? Okay, great. We're going to have to go here. But you know what? Let me actually look up online, see if anybody else drove from Chicago to Arizona, and see if they have any tips, Let me call up a travel agency. Let me call up the RV. Let me call, my buddy John, he traveled here. Let me ask him. If you knew somebody that did it, they're going to actually allow you to take your plan and guess what? Supercharge it. You think you had pretty clear vision. Bring it to your manager afterwards and let them put the glasses on. Let them go and put the Rain-X on your windshield for you, and make that thing super clear, right? So that's the advice I would give on working on your vision. What are the benefits of achieving your goals? What are the consequences of achieving them? You have to have that stuff written down so it's right there in front of you. It can't be in your head. So take the time to identify what your goals are and then what are all the benefits that come along with it, right? And then write down all the consequences of not achieving it, right? Have them listed. Realize that your outlook will determine your outcome. So if you have this vision and you don't believe that you're going to get to your destination, you're probably not going to get there. Your outlook determines your outcome. What kind of outcome do you want this week, this month, today, on phone session tonight? What kind of outcome do you want? I want a positive outcome, right? So in order to have a positive outcome, then I need to have a positive what? Outlook. Sounds simple, but a lot of people already lost right there. They already lost right there. But here's the best part is if you are able to have a positive outlook, then you have a positive outcome, and then you have positive income because our outcome determines our income. That's why we're in business. The output that we get will determine by the input that we put in. Input, output. What kind of output are we looking to achieve? Then we got to back, it's pretty simple. You can connect the dots and find out what kind of activity do I need to do that's going to correlate to the result that I want to get. And then I need to focus on that activity. And if you want to get a result, right? You want to get a result, then you have to know what type of activity that you have to do to get that result, right? So you have to focus on what's called results correlated activity. Result correlated activity. If you know that you need to do, like, I don't know, curls to get biceps in a workout, And then you're at the gym and you're doing, what are these things? Calf raises, right? That's not a good, do you understand? Like that's not the activity that's going to correlate to the result that you want to get, you know? So we could apply that into business and in life all the time. And then if you find yourself like, wait a minute, I'm not doing that activity, stop doing it and start doing the right activities. And you could catch yourself. But part of it's being aware and knowing. And then the last thing, guys, is all going to add up. Like you see the results that maybe Ashley got. But Ashley is said it herself. She's a product of getting 1% better every single day. What can you do every single day this year? 365 days that if you did this every day, you're going to be a better person. And then think about this. What are things that if you did this every single day, you'd be a bad person? Like what if it's eating a cookie? You probably shouldn't add that into your 365-day routine. Oh, if I eat a cookie every day, I'm going to be... No, that's probably not the thing, right? What are the things you can add in? And I'm talking every day. That's where people miss. People do not want to subscribe to every day. People are not consistent. The majority of people are consistent with being inconsistent. Majority. That's why they get inconsistent results and they make the money that the majority of the people that make. If you want to get to the minority, which is like the top 5%, you're going to have to find a way to be sickly, disciplined, and detailed, and consistent. Consistent. Can't miss a day. Can't miss a day. And if you do, you're like having a nervous breakdown and trying to make up for it. Like it has to be like that type of, but what can we do on a daily basis that's going to add up? That 365 days from now, you're going to be a better person. We all know working out's going to be good. We all know drinking water is going to help us. One thing I don't do, I got to take vitamins. I'm like, I was thinking that this morning. I'm like, because I was listening to this guy saying, if you do one thing every day, what's going to happen at the end of the day? I'm like, that's probably something I could do really easily every day is just swallow a pill, right? Like how dumb is that I'm not taking one vitamin a day, at least a multivitamin. So I'll admit that I'm not perfect by no means, you know what I mean? And if I find something I'm doing wrong, I will admit it to everybody in the world. I hope you guys hold me accountable to that, you know, because iron sharpens iron. Iron sharpens iron, you know? So, hey, I really appreciate you guys this past month. We really set the bar high for ourselves. And this is 12-round bout. Remember, it's 12-round bout. First round, we knocked that sucker out, guys. Great job. Let's go get it in February. Because you need to hit the gym.